All eyes were on Beijing's Victory Day parade on Wednesday as China introduced to the world some of its most advanced weaponry. What was meant as a commemoration of its war with Japan doubled as a powerful display of military modernization. The HQ-20 air defense system, stealth loyal wingman drones, new intercontinental ballistic missiles, and electronic warfare systems headlined the showcase. Presiding over the event was President Xi Jinping, joined by Russian President Vladimir Putin, North Korean leader Kim Jong un, Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, and over 2 dozen foreign leaders. Beyond the marching troops in familiar armor, the spotlight was firmly on the People's Liberation Army, or the PLA's newest capabilities. Let's take a closer look at what was unveiled. Making its debut, the HQ-20 air defense system stood out with its 8-wheel transporter erector launcher carrying at least 8 interceptors. While it shares some design similarities with the HQ-9 long-range surface-to-air missile, the HQ-20 uses smaller missiles, pointing to a doctrine of high mobility and rapid response air defense. Another new entrant was the HQ-9C, an upgraded version of the HQ-9B. The HQ-9C is believed to have enhanced guidance and interception capability over earlier models. This holds particular relevance for India. During Operation Sindoor, the IAF or the Air Force used Harpy and Harrow loitering munitions to neutralize several Chinese supplied HQ-9B and HQ-16 medium air defense systems operated by Pakistan. Also eye-catching was the HQ-29. This high-altitude interceptor is designed to counter ballistic missiles during their mid-course phase beyond the atmosphere and even low-Earth orbit satellites. Its design reportedly or actually looks very similar to the US Navy's SM-3 interceptor. Interestingly, the parade also included network support and cyber units as marching contingents. The message was clear. China's modernization is not confined to tanks, fighters, or missiles. It extends into space, cyberspace, and the electromagnetic spectrum, domains increasingly viewed as decisive in contemporary conflict. One of the most striking exhibits was the FH-97 Loyal Wingman drone. Designed to fly alongside stealth fighters like the J-20 and J-35, the drone can undertake missions ranging from electronic warfare and reconnaissance to precision strikes. With its internal base, it reportedly can carry both munitions and sensors. Reports also indicate that it can operate in swarms or act as a decoy, overwhelming enemy defenses. On the ground, two enormous unmanned underwater vehicles or UUVs drew attention. One identified as the AJX-002. Shaped like an oversized torpedo, it is believed to be capable of carrying out long-range surveillance, undersea cable tapping, mine laying, and even offensive strike missions. Its resemblance to the US Navy's Orca UUV and Russia's Poseidon nuclear-powered UUV was unmistakable. Beijing also highlighted its progress in directed energy weapons. Trucks fitted with high-energy lasers, high-power microwave emitters, and kinetic anti-drone launchers rolled past, presented as a triad of counter-drone systems. India too has tested similar systems. Just over 10 days ago, the Integrated Air Defense Weapon System, or IADWS, had its successful maiden test. It integrates quick reaction surface-to-air missiles, very short-range air defense system, and a directed energy weapon system developed by DRDO, offering layered defense against aerial threats. These layered energy platforms, or DEWs, are designed to track, disable, and destroy hostile UAVs and even intercept missiles, signaling Beijing's investment in low-cost rapid response defenses against swarming drones. Missiles formed the backbone of the parade, and Beijing gave particular prominence to its nuclear deterrent. For the first time, China displayed all 3 legs of the nuclear triad: air, sea, and land. At the center was the Jinglei-1, the PLA's first air-launched nuclear missile, carried atop a military truck. Smaller than the JL-3 submarine-launched missile, it marked Beijing's first visible airborne nuclear strike capability. State broadcaster CCTV described the Jinglai-1, JL-3, and land-based systems such as the DF-61 and DF-31 as the first concentrated display of China's land, sea, and air triad strategic nuclear forces. Among these, the DF-61 was highlighted as China's most advanced intercontinental ballistic missile after the DF-41, which has a range of around 14,000 kilometers. Also displayed was the silo-based DF-5C, which has a reported range of 20,000 kilometers. The DF-5C is reported to carry up to 10 independently targetable warheads, allowing a single missile to strike multiple targets across the continental US or Europe. The JL-3 submarine-launched ballistic missile intended for China's next-gen submarines also made a prominent appearance. Together with the Jingai-1, it completed a rare public display of China's full nuclear triad. The parade also underlined China's progress in hypersonics. The DF-17 hypersonic glide vehicle was accompanied by the DF-26D, a new variant of the so-called Guam killer. According to state media, it can maneuver at hypersonic speeds to target aircraft carriers and US bases across the Pacific. Conventionally, military hardware too had a visible presence. The Type 99B main battle tank or MBT debuted at the parade as an upgraded version of the Type 99 series. The series of tanks reportedly employ 125mm guns and active protection systems, including a defensive laser. Also present was the PHL-16, a truck-mounted multiple rocket launcher often compared to America's HIMARS or the High Mobility Artillery Rocket System. In the skies, Beijing displayed its growing fleet of advanced aircraft. Flypast featured the JF-15 carrier-based aircraft, the J-20, and J-35 stealth aircraft in a new twin-seater J-20 variant. Upgraded H-6 bombers, including the naval H-6J, also joined the lineup. The H-6J is set to be armed with the YJ-12 supersonic anti-ship cruise missiles. Also making its first appearance was the KJ-600, China's carrier-based airborne warning and control system or AWACS aircraft. Its radar dome and design closely resemble the US Navy's E-2 Hawkeye and is believed to have the ability to provide carrier groups long-range situational awareness up to 1,200 kilometers. From drones and underwater vehicles to anti-satellite missiles, lasers, hypersonics, and a nuclear triad, Beijing's Victory Day parade was more than a display. It was a declaration that China's military modernization spans every domain, from the seabed to the space.